Hey guys, it's a beautiful day. Time for another book review. This is actually the third time I'm trying to film this. My camera's giving me a hard time. So we'll just make do. I know it's been a while since my last book review. I've been trying to find some good books, and unfortunately I've run into a series of books where I can't finish them, and it's not necessarily that they're bad. It's they're just too much, or I'm not in the right place in my life to be reading these books. But I'll tell you about them some other time. In the meantime, I do have a book to recommend. It's called The Last Policeman by Ben H. Winters. It was originally published in 2012. I came across it as a Goodreads recommendation, and I figure, I haven't read a mystery in a while, so hey, let's, go for it. So the story is Hank Palace is a beat cop who is promoted overnight to detective. There's an asteroid headed for Earth. We know it's going to crash into Earth. People are leaving their jobs and, committing suicide and, getting into drugs and doing all the things that, they want to do in life before this asteroid hits. And as one of the last police officers left, he's promoted to detective. And he's there at a McDonald's investigating this apparent suicide, and there's something he can't quite put his finger on. It doesn't feel like a suicide to him. Meanwhile, everyone around him is just like, dude, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. He's like, I'm going to investigate anyway. So he does. Meanwhile, in the background, you have this drama going on with his sister, who married a loser on a whim, and all of a sudden he's disappeared. And the sister wants Hank to use his influence as a police officer to find out what happened to him. So you have all that going on. So the entire book is him going around trying to figure out what happened to this guy and why was he killed, or why did he die. And it's really interesting. I do really like this book. About a third of the way through, I found myself really, God, I hope this is part of a series, and I fished my wish it is. But I like the book for several reasons. First off, I like that it gives you a glimpse into different ways people handle crises and disasters. And it does it in a way that is not obnoxious. It's not overly philosophical. It's not, it's nothing like that. It's just very, matter of fact. And, Hank Palace goes around asking different people, would you commit suicide? Do you think you're going to commit suicide? Would you do it? And I like the one with the waitress. It's just like, honey, I'm Catholic. No. So I thought that was kind of funny. But I also like Hank Palace himself. He is very, I don't want to say humble, but he's down to earth. For a long time I was a fan of Patricia Cornwell and the Case Scarpetta novels, and then I kind of moved away from it because it was like the same thing over and over again. And what I've noticed in the Patricia Cornwell, the Tom Clancy, all those mystery novels, there's this, the main character, oh, they're so clever and they're so this and that and there's so much drama going on, and with Case Scarpetta, oh, Lucy and Marino, and oh, he loves me, and it's too much drama. But with Hank, he's very, very down to earth. And, throughout the book, he's like, Hank, you dunce, Hank, you idiot. And it's something I find myself doing to myself. It's like, oh, you're such an idiot, He's very relatable, and I love that. And I think Ben Winters does a really good job of presenting this asteroid, as opposed to, the Bruce Willis, I'm going to, get my rocket and go destroy that asteroid, dramatic, masculine, take care of my daughter, cue the Aerosmith. It's not like that. It's life goes on, and, Hank Palace wants things done right. He wants to do things right for as long as it matters. You know, I thought that it's really cool. And I'm about to say it's a very readable book, but before I came to make this video, like, I was kind of thinking about, like, what does it mean to be very readable as opposed to just kind of readable, moderately readable, extremely readable, like, I don't know. I don't know. But it's very accessible, it's very relatable, and he's a guy, Hank Palace is a guy you can cheer for. And you see him doubt himself, you know, in his career and in his life. And, you know, he always wanted to be a cop, he always wanted to be a detective, but, you know, was he promoted too soon? Is he, you know, is he still too much of a noob? And, you know, and it's, again, it's not overly philosophical. It's not, you know, tear your heart out and, you know, examine yourself. You know, it's nothing like that. It's just, you know, I'm working this case and it's another day. We're another day closer to disaster. And I got this guy hanging in a bathroom. You know, it's life. It's very real. So that's my review. I do really recommend it. I have the sequel out. I forget what it's called. The City something. But I do have it out from the library. It's next on my list. I'm in the middle of 2 right now. I am reading The Handmaid's Tale. I finally got around to reading it. And The Long Black Veil. So I will have videos about those coming up soon. So far, loving The Handmaid's Tale. Really enjoying Long Black Veil. I love that it's set in my hometown. So, you know, listening to the descriptions, I get, you know, flashbacks of home. So really enjoying it. I'm really looking forward to more positive reviews for you guys. In the meantime, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to my channel, and hit me up in the comments. Did you read this book? What do you think? You know, if an asteroid were coming, would you commit suicide? Me personally, I don't think I would. You know, besides the whole I'm a mother, wife, you know, need to be there for the people. You know, I don't think I could kill my kids. You know, maybe if we were in a Walking Dead scenario, maybe I, you know, could find myself in that situation where I would have to. But in this particular instance where it's an asteroid, no, I probably wouldn't. But I'm the kind of person, I'd be curious to see what happens, especially because in the book they figure out that I think the asteroid's going to hit in Indonesia and they're in the US. So, you know, it's far enough away that I'd be like, I'm curious. I want to see what happens. You know, then maybe eventually you know, I'd stockpile some pills to overdose on or something. But I don't think I would preemptively kill myself. Like, I don't know. Like, I'd want to be there for the collision. I'd want to see, you know, the clouds passing overhead and, you know, all that fun stuff. I'm curious like that. I want to see what happens. But tell me, would you preemptively kill yourself, or, you know, would you kill yourself because of the asteroid? And, you know, let me know if what other mysteries do you like? I also like The Woman in Cabin 10. That's probably the last mystery I read before this, and that was really good. But what other mysteries do you like? Are there any Case Scarpetta fans out there, or, you know, are you totally not about that stuff? So hit me up in the comments, hit like, hit subscribe, and guys, I look forward to bringing you more good books, okay? Have a great one.